welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Oh, some strong running. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They run right side with Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Pickett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run the counter. Harris, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off play action. Pickett. Gonna throw right side here. Complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they have it right. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, Pickett. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Pickett. He's going to take another shot here. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing on third, Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now Harris. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Pickett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Goff. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Throwing again on second down. Goff going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down a